Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. This is Keith with K&D Flips. I'm a part-time reseller down in the state of Texas, and I have a what sold video for you this week. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to discuss every item that I sold, which was 17 items, so a little bit lighter week. But I'll show you the good profitable items, and I'll show you the not so profitable items. Also a reminder, this coming Monday, April the 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. It'll be episode number 5 of myself and Danny from Pickle Resellers, Resellers Goals Show. We'll discuss our goals from the previous week, if we met them or failed. We'll also discuss our goals for the upcoming week, and you are welcome to join us in the chat and discuss any goals that you may have set for yourself and if you exceeded them or not. And then after the first, 10 or 15 minutes or so of us discussing our goals, we'll get into the general chat and hopefully just have a smooth, easy, and fun Monday night. So please join us 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on Danny's channel. Also, another reminder, this Wednesday, the 7th, will be episode number 2 of my interview show with other resellers. I call it 8 at 8. And the lady that named the show is going to be my guest this week. That is Victoria from Adventures with Victoria. What it is, it's a format of where I just ask a few questions, well, obviously 8 questions, some questions about their reselling business, and also some questions about themselves to get to know the other resellers apart from their reselling business. So that'll be this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern this week, so it's still at 8, but it's Eastern since my guest is in the Eastern time zone, and that'll be 7 p.m. Central on my channel. Yes. So I think I got all that out right. Anyway, that's going to be it for the introductions and everything. What we're also going to do, we're going to take a look at these 17 items and then stick around for the end of the video because I'm going to show you just a simple photo setup station, whatever you want to call it, photo station setup. How about that? That I have and use just to kind of show you that you really don't need a whole lot of money or expensive equipment to have a photo station. But stick around for that and we'll get into the what sold right after this. Alright, so here we go with the 17 items. Let's get at it. First item here is this Franklin handheld electronic Bible, I guess you could call it. It's just kind of looks like a little calculator, but it's got, Bible verses in there and whatnot that you can search. Picked this up at an estate sale for $1.48, and it sold for $35 plus shipping. So there's a bolo for you, even though I didn't say I was going to have bolos on here. Keep an eye out for these Franklin Bibles, electronic handheld Bibles. Next up here, I sold 2 more of these. I bought a set of these AT&T cordless phones. It had one with the, I guess the regular base unit, or the unit that has like the answering machine on it and everything. And then it had 3 other separate cordless phones with their individual bases. So what I did was split them up. I bought this whole thing for $5. So I've split these up. I've already sold the initial, the home station, I guess, the home base unit. And then I have started selling these other base units individually. I think I have 1 left. But here's 2 that sold this week. I've got $1.25 into each one of these. And this one sold for $9. And then I sold this one for $9.71. So you can see, same thing, just 2 different prices. So I'm well into the profit after I sold that first initial base unit on that. Next up here we have this Kodak Easy Share digital camera. Picked this up in a lot off of Goodwill, goodwillonline.com, I think, or shopgoodwill.com, that's what it is. They have an auction style format that you can bid on lots of items. They also have individual items. I usually look for a lot, lot. Not a lot as in quantity, but a lot. I bought a couple of different lots of cameras, and these are just some of these that are kind of selling through. A little bit of a long tail item, not the biggest profit, but I have made very good profit on some other cameras that were in those lots. Anyway, this one is, like I said, the Kodak digital camera. Got it for $275, and it sold for $536 plus shipping. Also, this is another camera. This is from an estate sale. This is not from the Shop Goodwill Online, or I don't know why I can't remember that. This one I've got $1.48 into, and it's sold for $15.99 plus shipping. It's a Canon PowerShot digital camera. Next here is these are these. Let's just one. I mean, people call jeans a pair of jeans. It's just jeans. I mean, there's a pair, I guess, because it has two legs. I don't know. Anyway, there's these Miss Me. They were all blinged out, had the embellishments on the back pockets and everything. These were 29 by 31 women's jeans. Got these for $5 at a garage sale, and they sold for $25.99 plus shipping. Next here is this vintage Lufkin 25-foot chrome tape measure. It's the kind that you pull it out and then you reel it back up. The little thing in the center comes out, reel it up like a fishing rod, I guess you could say. Picked this up at a tool sale. Again, it was basically an estate sale. So these are just some of the items I've mentioned before from there. Got $1 into it, and it sold for $5 plus shipping. So not a large sale, but still 5 times my initial investment. Some people may not think that that's worth it, but still, it's money, it's profit. The last few what sold videos, I think I've been doing $10 and over. This is everything that sold this week, regardless of what it sold for and how much I spent on it. So next up is this Blu-ray. I don't think I'm gonna buy any more Blu-rays unless they're sealed. But anyway, they kind of take a while to sell, and you really don't make a whole lot on it. So this is kind of one of the uglies, I guess you could say here. It's a good movie, I Am Legend with Will Smith. I actually got this for free, so not much cost into it, but it only sold for $2.49 plus shipping. So is it worth it? You have money into your envelopes. You get charged fees on eBay for selling items. I probably won't do any more like that. I mean, they're good items to fill your store and to keep the volume going through your store, but yeah, I'll probably stay away from any like open Blu-rays unless they're a really, really good sought-after movie. Let's do your research while you're out and about in the wild shopping. Moving right along here, this next item is a TaylorMade burner left-handed driver, 10.5 degree. Got this for free. Again, my favorite price, and it was out of my neighborhood virtual yard sale page on Facebook. This one sold fairly quick. I think it took 2 or 3 days. I listed it Sunday, and I believe it sold Wednesday, possibly Tuesday. Sold for $35 plus shipping. Next here is this TI-83 Plus calculators. These are also BOLO items. I think everybody should know about these. Your TI-83 and your TI-84 calculators, if you can get them for a good price, they normally will resell for a decent profit. I listed this one as soon as I got home. I put it on the table. As you can see, the background is the table. Took a picture, and I think it sold within 2 hours or so for $22. Had $2 into that. Got that out of a garage sale this past weekend. Next here, I've had this item for a while. I don't remember where I got it. I want to say I got it in my neighborhood somewhere. I'm going to say I spent $3 on it. I don't think I got it for free. But it's a little RC car, speed racer. If anybody my age or maybe even a little bit younger and obviously a little bit older will remember the cartoon Speed Racer. It was kind of a Japanese anime cartoon. I did test it out Sunday, kind of ran it around through the house, terrorized our cat with it, and then listed it, and it sold this week. I've got $3 into it, sold for $15.99. Oh, I'm sorry, $19.99. I should clean my glasses before I start this. $19.99 plus shipping. Next here is another item from my virtual yard sale page here in the neighborhood. It is a Disney Pixar, the Dynaco truck, or Dino, I think it's Dynaco, yeah. This is just the truck. It didn't have the trailer with it. So it's just like little, Matchbox or Hot Wheels size, maybe a little bit larger than that. I got it for $1 in my neighborhood, and it sold for $6.29 plus shipping. Sorry, I'm kind of stumbling over my words here. I'm just having a hard time reading it. I should have made the letters bigger. Next here is this picture frame. We had a bunch of picture frames in a box out in the garage, and I've just kind of been listing them as I go through my death pile again. Don't have a whole lot into this. I think maybe $1, and then it sold for $7.20 plus shipping. Had to lean forward for that one. Next here, some more denim finally moving. These are some tan Wrangler cowboy cut jeans, 40 by 30s. Got them for 40 cents. They were in that big lot of 28 pairs of jeans that I bought a few weeks ago. And these sold for $12 plus shipping. Also, another pair of jeans. This one I got at a garage sale that's just in the next neighborhood over from us. These are some Wranglers, 29 by 31, 29 by 30, 29 by 30. And they have a bleach effect. It was a homemade thing. I don't think these were purchased like that. You could tell that just the way the splotches of bleach that were on there. And they were kind of distressed, so I did disclose that in the listing as well. Got those for $2.50, and they sold for $14 plus shipping. Next here is a Goodwill item that I got at the Goodwill store. It was actually a lot of 5 of these Mikasa Italian countryside coffee or tea cups. You know, they're kind of a little bit smaller cup, but maybe, I don't even think they were 8 ounces. They were probably 6 or 7 ounces. But I bought a set of 5, and I lotted 4 of them up and sold them like that. They sold probably within the first month and a half that I had them. Each cup was $1, so I've got $5 into the whole lot, or $1 per cup. And I just had this one little lonely cup that was hanging around here for the last several months. Probably had these for a year, but it finally sold. So I had $1 into it. It sold for $2.63. And then lastly here is another estate sale item, is this old vintage Sears Road Talker 40 CB. I always want to say Roadmaster because I think there is a Roadmaster CD, a line of CDs like that. I used to drive. I drove over the road for several years. I had a CD. It wasn't this one, but I got this out of an estate sale, $1.48 into it, and it sold for $25 plus shipping. And I did list it as untested because I didn't have any way to test it here. So that's it. That's the 17 items. Again, stick around. I'm going to show you my little photo station, how I take pictures of my stuff that I list. If I don't just take pictures out in the wild or whatever, but we'll get into that right after this. Here are the numbers real quick. The cost of goods was $26.59 for everything, for the 17 items there. The gross sales this week was $256.65. And then my net sales was $230.06, or roughly 8.6 times the initial cost of goods. That's before eBay fees. That's a little disclaimer in there. So that's it. We'll get into the photo station next. So let me show you that setup on that. Okay, so I'm going to show you my photo setup. This is just my daytime office. I have the racks that are behind me that you can see there. There's a door, which is basically just right inside our front door. And my desk. There's my channel. And there's Danny's channel. And then my messy desk for my day job. So we go to this side of the office, and here is my photo station. During the daytime, I like to take advantage of the daylight hours and use the natural light, which is just coming in through this window here, this window there. That's my neighbor's house. Anyway, yeah, and there's all my ceramic that's behind here. So I'm fortunate enough to have this little window seat area here. And then I put a whiteboard. This is kind of one of those thicker, you see that there, kind of the thicker foam type whiteboards. Let's see. Now, well, let's just take a mug. Okay. So I just set things there, do my pictures, front, back, sideways, whatever you want to do. And that's how I use my camera and my natural daylight for daytime pictures. And they normally come out pretty decent. Of course, I can get rid of these shadows. I just have to close the windows over by my office, and I still have enough natural light. So now we'll transition over, and I'll show you how I do my nighttime listings when I don't have any daylight. All right, so here is my highly sophisticated nighttime setup. Of course, it's still daytime, but this is how I set everything up at night. This is a Lowe's box. I believe it's either the medium or the large. What is it, 18 by 18 by 16, if you can see that back there. And what I've done is cut out holes on 3 sides. So the side, the top, and the other side. I picked up a couple of these lamps. Actually, you can see right there, it came from the store that I go to, the thrift store. This one was $7, and I want to say this one over here was $5. So I have I guess I should have prepared a little better, but I have some pretty bright lights in there. But they are the energy efficient lights, but they're like the 100-watt equivalent, I guess you could say. So I turn those lights on, so I get a soft light on each side. I bought some of this stuff here at Walmart. I forget what it's called, but it's over in the sewing section, usually hanging up on the back wall. It's just some thin kind of foam-like material in a way, or I guess you could say. If I can get a piece of it out here, you can kind of see there. It's thin, so it allows the light through. And like I said, I cut out a hole on each side and the top, put that stuff on the box, just taped it on there. Then I have a white poster board along the back. And we'll just use the same mug again. Set it in there. Obviously, you can zoom in or crop your pictures, and you can get some decent pictures at night if you don't have any natural sunlight or any windows, if you're in a basement or something like that. Also, I'll just show this real quick. I have this clamp light. Picked it up at Home Depot. Same type of bulb that is in the 2 lamps. Usually I kind of have to manufacture something to set it up above, but that's where that one goes, so that it's shining down. So I have light coming in from all angles, and you really don't get any shadows. Sometimes I clip it up on that thing up there on the window, but that's kind of loose. So I'll take I've got like a tripod that's pretty tall. I kind of use it for my, the backdrop, the sheet. If you've seen my other videos, it has the maroon sheet behind it. Anyway, I've got, they're like little lighting tripods, but they go pretty tall. They go probably to 6.5 feet, and I can kind of shine that light down on top. So that's the nighttime setup. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, so there you have it. You know, quick, easy photo station, very easy to put together. Nothing stopping you. You can do this. If you haven't done any reselling before on eBay, you can do this. It's easy. You can do it with little or no money to start up. So, again, this Monday night is the Reseller Goals Show with Danny from Piqua Resellers and myself. It'll be on Danny's channel at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And then also next Wednesday, April the 7th, is my second episode of 8 at 8, my interview show with other resellers. And my guest this week is Victoria from Adventures with Victoria. So please join us at 8 p.m. Eastern for that, 7 p.m. Central. And we'll get to know a little bit about Victoria. So thank you so much for watching this week. That's going to wrap it up for me. Please like, and if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Hit that bell for notifications. You know the deal. That'll help me out a lot. Also, I've got links down below. I don't push these that often. But yeah, I'll have the 2 channel links, Danny's and Victoria's. And just some other links down there of items that I use in my everyday business, if you'd like to check that out. So that's going to do it. I'm so glad you joined me, and please join me on the next video. If you hit that bell for notifications, you'll know when it comes out. We'll see you next time. We'll discuss business, and also remember to turn the sound off on your computer before you start the video. That sucked. We're going to stop right there. Stop right there.